Okay, we're ready, girls. And
Okay.
Drake. Okay.
I'm Adrienne,
And I'm Drake.
and we are from the Santa Barbara Middle School Teen Press, here with...
I am the chair of the Coalition Against Gun Violence. My name is Toni Wellen.
Hi. Okay, so President Obama said more than 1,000 birthdays, graduations, and anniversaries have been stolen from our lives by a bullet from a gun. What's something kids our age can do to prevent gun violence?
I think that what you're doing right now is totally marvelous. You are getting involved and you're meeting all sorts of people. I think that you can talk to other children about how to resolve conflicts peaceably with conflict resolution and how to deal with anger. Also, if you find or if you see a young person who's being bullied, that something needs to be done about that. Try to work together, and because I used to be a teacher, and when one child was getting bullied, I'd say, "It's going to be your turn next, so let's not do that." And if you see also a child who is troubled, who needs help, if other kids can get together and be helpful instead of be destructive, that would be good. And I think it's great to have kids write letters to the editor and to become involved like you're doing in this process. I think it's marvelous. I'm really impressed.
What's something the city of Santa Barbara can do to prevent gun violence?
I think that one of the things they could do is something that we tried to do a few years ago, is to have a children's festival where all the children who participate in after-school activities that are really positive can get together and perform. We called it the Yes Fair, and it was Youth Empowerment for Safety. And I think people need to know that young people like you are in the community and that there are lots of other young people who do things after school that are productive, and encourage other young people to do the same thing instead of just hanging out.
What's something the Coalition Against Gun Violence does to prevent gun violence?
We put on educational forums like this to get people in the community to talk together. And we go into the schools and we give presentations to parent groups. We try to encourage people if they, what we say to people is, if you choose to have a gun in your home, that is your choice. We don't recommend it, but if you choose to have a gun in your home, that gun needs to be stored, unloaded, and locked away from children and away from the ammunition. And when children go to play at somebody's house, even if it's a relative, they should find out if there's a gun there and how it's stored.
Who do you think should be able to own guns?
The law enforcement.
There's been a lot of talk about armed guards being stationed at schools and movie theaters. What do you think about that?
I am not in favor of armed guards in a democratic society. I think having armed guards is like being in a prison, and school is someplace that you go to learn and to have fun, and having an armed guard there, for me, would be scary.
What do you think the discussion tonight has accomplished?
I think that a lot of people learned a great deal from the panelists. They were very interesting. I learned a great deal from the panelists myself. So And also, it was wonderful for the people all to come together. That's always good for a community, to come together and talk about a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.